Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, there's going to be drinking. Look, there's going to be smoking. Look, there's going to be swearing. Look, you've been warned. Look, here I come. In 3, look, 2, look, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. Look. You are now about to witness the greatest show on earth. The greatest show in the multiverse. Bang! Greatest daggone show, the daggone multiverse. We have a great show for you today. Bang! All right, everybody, we have a great one today. Yes, we do. We're going to take a travel around the world together, me and you. All right, we're going to travel around the world. We're going to travel around the world. We're traveling around the world. And let me show you. We're going to go to South Korea first, where, bang, they say they're going to have their crypto regs by next year. Bang! And then we're going to head on over to, oh, daggone, it's the Germans. We're going to head on over to Germany, hang out with Misanthrope to keep us safe. Because Germany just dropped some favorable crypto tax guidelines, and we're going to read about that. Bang! And then finally, oh, we're going to Latin America. Look, we're going down to South America. We're the largest bank in Brazil. Look, the largest. And you know, Brazil has the biggest economy in Latin America, so this is good. Nubank, about to drop that chicken and offer the crypto services. Bang! 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 Yeah. So there's some great chicken around the world. And then we're going to do the shout-outs and the daily summary as per usual. So look, let's begin. We begin with a little bit of bang! And then we head on over here. We do a little, oh, I don't know if we want to look over here, but we gotta. And we do a little bit, look. Hold on. We gotta do it. Oh, this is gonna be bad. And then we do a little bit of refresh. Daggone. Holy fuck. So, look, price of Bitcoin, $29,070. Sorry, $717. Daggone, Shomari, it's going down. Yes. Don't worry, I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. Let me just do the math and then. Yeah, don't worry about the crypto talk. Don't worry about this shit. Hodl and accumulate. We'll talk about that in a second. All right. Look, price of Bitcoin. Daggone. Holy, let me get a smoke for this shit. 29,000. Yeah, I would have had a smoke anyway, but $29,717. When I left you last time, we were at $36,141. So we have obviously gone down. Oh, yeah, we gone down, brother. Tremendously down. We have gone down. What do we got here? What do we have here? I got to do this daggone math for real. All right, we've gone down 5,300 and $34. Down $5,334. Bang! Yeesh. Now luck. I know. All week has been a shit show. It's been a shit show. Everything's tumbling. But look. It's not just crypto. You know, as a crypto investor, you're thinking, oh my gosh, my crypto is so fucked up. Oh my gosh, did I make a wrong choice? Did I come to this space? You didn't make a wrong choice. Every market was fucked up this week. Yeah, stocks took a beating. Bonds even, which was scary, actually. That was something that I was really scared about because bonds took a beating. And usually when it's risk off, well, bonds fly. Bonds even took a beating. So it was like everyone was scared. Where do we safely put our money? So it was a really scary week. But look, we're coming out of it now. Today, bonds corrected, behaving normally. Yes, I know. I don't have my usual bottle today. I ran out of my regular fuel, and so I had to. This is some Jamaican rum, as you can see back there, and some orange juice. But Jamaican rum is a lot more powerful than fuel. So I just got to sip this shit. I can't just be chugging it like that fuel shit. Now, there's some shit you sip because you get fucked up. Jamaican rum. Yeah, it's 65% alcohol. It's deadly shit. It's called Ray and Nephew rum. Yeah, you want a rum that'll gonna kick your ass? Get Ray a nephew. And it's interesting because you're not so drunk, right? It gives you more of this just weird buzz kind of thing. But you are drunk on it. All right, but anyways, let's get to our markets again, guys. So, look, guys, we've been having a rough time, so we're coming right out of it. Let me show you what's going on. All right, so last time when I left you, okay, forget last time. Forget that word. Forget that sentence. Let's scratch that. So let's scratch that from the record. Look, what's going on right now is, well, it is true. Sorry, let's not scratch that. Let's go with that. Last time I left you, China, right, was locking down Shanghai. Well, and is still locking down Shanghai. That's not over yet. And they're about to lock down Beijing. Why is that so important? Shanghai is the New York of China. It's their richest city. It's their most populous city. Beijing, yeah, well, that's where the politicians are. That's where the power of the country is. But Shanghai is where the money is. That's where the money, the Skrilla, the dead presidents, or the dead dictators. In Chinese money, the dead dictators live. See what I'm saying? And so that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's a huge port shipping goods worldwide. They've got thousands of ships waiting at the ports to get in. Well, China just announced literally so it is 2:56 p.m. on Friday afternoon here in Eastern Standard Time, America. About an hour ago, the Chinese said that they will start easing restrictions on Shanghai if they get lower COVID. So I don't want to make it sound like it's for sure, but if they get lower COVID readings, so good news. And that, well, who gives a fuck about China and Shanghai? Well, because most of the shipments of goods that we get from China come through Shanghai. It's the biggest seaport in all of Asia. It's like Los Angeles here in America, right? On the west coast of America. Remember last year during Christmas, right? People couldn't get their presents because, it was sitting over there in the water off the coast of Los Angeles, right? And so, well, that's what's happening over here now in China. Shanghai's sitting there, and they got thousands of shipment boats waiting to get loaded up and ship the shit around the world. Around the world, right? And so, this is good news. This is good news. We have inflation right now. Well, part of it is because we can't get the goods. So if you can't get the goods, if I'm a guy and I'm selling iPhones, and I've got the only 5 iPhones in town, and I know that there's a backlog that no one else is going to have iPhones, well, if an iPhone is $1,000, I could charge $1,500. You want this or not? Because there ain't no more iPhones coming, buddy. Not for a while. You see what I'm saying? That is what these guys are doing. It's called price gouging, right? You price gouge. Well, these companies price gouge. I wouldn't price gouge, but companies do because they know where else are you going to go to get it? There are no more. Well, it's not that there's no more, but they're all stuck in China, right? So if you want it now, if you want these pair of Adidas sneakers now, you got to pay $50 extra. If you want this, whatever, you got to pay extra because look, it's all locked up in China right now. You're lucky. You're getting one of the last ones, right? You say some shit like that to the guy, right? And anyways, though, China is going to release that on the 20th. Well, start. That's what they said, start. So I don't want to make it sound like it's a for sure, just opening up of Shanghai, because it didn't sound like that. It sounded like, I bet you I know what they're going to do. They're going to, anyone who works at the docks, come to work so we can get this shipment out of here, right? And any truck drivers who bring that stuff to the docks, you can come and work too. I don't know about the rest of them, but anyway, so that is now being cleared up. Hopefully. All right, the second problem we had, obviously, was just inflation on its own. We went through quantitative easing, printing a lot of money, putting a lot of assets on the books, and, well, the markets, they were all happy when we were doing that, but that's free money from Daddy. Daddy Warbucks at the Fed, but Daddy said the credit card's getting turned off. So, well, no one likes getting their credit card turned off. It's not fun. And so inflation is happening. Hey, I'm going to chug a little bit because I haven't had any fuel today. Yeah, so I feel this by the end of the show. But anyways, where were we? We went through China already. Oh, just natural inflation. And so, yeah, so obviously we printed a lot of money, so the dollar's weakened. But don't worry, we've raised interest rates, so that strengthens the dollar on its own. But it's the commodities and the oil especially. Well, not especially, I'm sorry. It's the oil and the food products that are really fucking up here in America, and you guys probably in Europe, Canada, Australia, wherever you're listening to me from, in an English-speaking country. Well, I don't give a fuck what country you're in. You're getting fucked by this inflation. I don't give a fuck if you speak Zimbabwe, whatever that is. That's some language I made up. I don't care if you speak Klingon. You're getting hit with inflation. That's for you Trekkies. You speak Klingon, you're getting hit by inflation too. And so, natural inflation. So that's been a bummer, and that's why we have to raise interest rates. Now, the reason last week was so bad was we were also getting hit by unnatural inflation, which is the fucking war in Ukraine. Like I've told you, Ukraine is one of the major grain producers of the world. Wheat, barley, oats, all that. Yeah, one of the top 5 in the world, right? They produce a lot of food for Earth. Egypt gets 80% of its wheat from Ukraine. Egypt is a major economy over there in the MENA region, Middle East, North Africa region called MENA, right? They are the powerhouse over there. Look. It's a big fucking deal. And not only that, yeah, well, all that Russian oil, well, it goes through Ukraine, right? All those pipelines to Europe all go through Ukraine. Ukraine is the hub, right? Russia makes the oil, not makes it, but pumps it out of the ground. Yeah, well, to get over to Europe, yeah, Ukraine is right there. You got to pump it all through Ukraine to Germany, to France, to Italy down there, and Spain and Portugal down over there. Yeah, it all goes through Ukraine, right? And as you can see, the oil prices have gone up, right? Here in America, there's an argument whether it's Putin oil prices or Biden. Well, if it were Biden oil prices, he would charge you only 50 cents for the shit because he'd want to get reelected. It's Putin. That's not Putin, but it's the war, right? The war does that. That's what happens, right? You scare the markets. You can have I guess today Finland and Sweden said that they're going to join NATO. Yeah, so you know what? Tomorrow Russia is cutting off supplies to Finland of oil. But Finland says, look, we're good to go because they only had 10% Russian oil, so they don't really give a fuck. They can get it from the Saudis or whatever. But, that's a big issue that's adding to this inflation fear that we haven't. Why is inflation such a big deal, Shomari? Well, you worker bee, don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Your milk that you bought 2 months ago for $2.50 is now $4.50, isn't it? That steak you used to buy, your favorite, I like a porterhouse personally, even a New York strip. Well, it's $1 more now. I can afford it, so I don't care. But if you have a family of 5, mom, dad, and a couple of 3 kids, yes, write it. That adds up. And do that every week over the year. It adds up. That's called inflation. And when mom and dad got to go to work, well, it used to cost $40 to fill their gas tank up. Now it's $60. Week after week. That takes money out of the family budget, right? So now maybe daddy doesn't buy little Susie a new iPhone for Christmas. Maybe mommy doesn't buy little Billy whatever little Billy wants for Christmas. I don't know what. A laptop. Little Billy wants a laptop, dang on, to play video games with his buddy. Oh no, he doesn't want a laptop. He wants a fucking, what do you call these machines? Fucking call this shit PlayStation. He wants a PlayStation 5 or 10, whatever the number it is now. Yeah, maybe not this year. You got to stick with the old one, Billy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe mommy and daddy want to go on vacation. Not this year. They go on what's called a staycation. It's called a staycation. You're not going to work, but you ain't going anywhere. You're just staying at home. That's called staycation. And so that affects the economy more broadly, right? So now let's look at that on a broader, more macro perspective. Is that, well, mom and dad, think about that. Mom and dad don't buy iPhones for their kids. Yeah, hundreds of thousands of moms and dads aren't buying iPhones for the kids. Well, that's hundreds of thousands of lost sales for iPhone or for Apple, right? Through the product called their iPhone, right? When mom and dad don't go on vacation with the kids. Yeah, well, all the vacation, you guys know where I used to live. I mean, I still have my place there, so I can go back anytime I want, but I'm here in Atlanta now. But right when you can't, you don't go to South Beach, yeah, well, all those restaurants, all those nightclubs, they take a beating because that's all they have. People like us who actually live there, we don't go and pay those prices. We're not stupid. We go to Wynwood in Miami to party, right? But the tourists come. Yeah, well, you lost all those tourists because now the tourists are on what's called staycations. Yeah, you're not going to work, but you ain't going anywhere. You just do something like, well, let's just discover our city, honey. You know what I mean? You go to the local museums and the local, whatever you got in your city. You go look at the local shit. You don't go, to the Grand Canyon camping with your wife and kids. Yeah, we're going camping and all that, and or you don't go to Paris. Show the kids some culture and stuff like that. You just stay at home, and so you see how it reverberates, and that's what everyone's scared about, right? Is that this inflation, because it's oil, gas. In other words, every person, you listening to me right now, you're a worker bee. Yeah, you need gas in your car because you do one thing every day: commute. You're a bunch of commuting little motherfuckers, and we know that they know that you need the gas. And that's and you do need it. And so when the gas prices go up, that takes a chunk out of your money every fucking week. Which, like I just showed you, takes chunks out of other industries because you're not buying those things anymore. That woman is not buying that nice, Versace dress that she wanted. That guy's not buying the new stereo system for his car that he wanted or something, right? So it depresses, inflation depresses economic activity, economic activity. You're a wife and you're a father and wife, you're a family. It's like, look, sweetie, we just got to worry about the mortgage, the food, and that's it. And Billy and Susie's soccer practice. Like, we don't have money for anything else, right? You used to take your wife out for the Friday night date. It was called date night. Yeah, well, not anymore. You cook her dinner now instead of taking her out for dinner. So, but anyway, what I'm trying to show you is just that was a big problem, and that's what everyone's scared of, and it's still happening, so it's not over. But why we went up today in the markets is because, bang, China says that they're going to take away the Shanghai lockdown if COVID cases are really low, so let's not get too happy. But also, the G7, so the G7 summit, those are the most 7 powerful nations in the world. They had a summit this week. Actually, it's going on today because today is only Friday. Actually, it's happening right now as I'm doing this 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And they said that they're going to get all that wheat and everything out of Ukraine through other means. Ukraine has Odessa, had Crimea and Odessa and everything, but the Russians are blocking off all the shipping lanes there. Yeah, well, Ukraine has harvested all that wheat and all that grain. Yeah, well, we need it. The global market needs it. So the G7 said, fuck it. We don't give a fuck what it costs. We're going to get that wheat out to the markets. Right? We're going to get that wheat out to the markets. And you have to think of it this way. If you want to think of it in kind of a cynical way, you have to think of it this way. When you're the American president, or you're the chancellor of Germany, or you're whatever you are of some country, and the prices of everything are going up, the gas prices are going up, the food prices are going up. Yeah, well, who do the citizens blame? You, the leader. Why is this happening? Most citizens aren't smart. They're stupid. So they don't know, well, gas is going up because Russia's invaded. They don't know the bread they buy is going up because we had to do QE and now there's an invasion. And, they don't know the reasons why. All they know is just, oh my gosh, my bill is up. It used to cost me $100 at the grocery store. Now it's $150. It must be the president, that motherfucker. And so you have to think about it that way as well in the political realm. I want you to think about this thing from the political realm in that, well, leaders around the world want that to stop, this Russian war to stop, because you're making all the citizens think you're to blame for their problem of high food and high gas. All around the world. They're stupid, right? They don't know what we know. They're not market masters. They don't know how it works. They just see more price at the pump, more fucking money at the fucking grocery store. They say, daggone, my president's not doing good. My prime minister's not doing good. We'll vote him out, that son of a bitch. Well, when people get angry like that, they could get reactionary. They get a little reactionary. And all right, we had this good guy. Well, we're going to go to the opposite party. And, well, maybe the opposite party is some far-right, crazy, who knows, Trump-type MAGA thing. Yeah, now you're really fucked. Now you're really fucked. So that's the other reason why, governments around the world are, the G7 this week are like, look, we got to get this food out to Ukraine. Or else the radicals in our societies, every society has radicals. Not really America. Well, the Republican Party, they're radical now, but they used to be normal. But in your country, you probably have, a center-right, a center-left party, a far left, a far right party, and then your far, far extremist left and extremist right. So usually 6 parties in a country, right? And then you've got variables in between green parties that are all about the environment and stuff like that. Yeah, well, with all these financial problems, people will blame the ruling party. And the ruling party will go out of power. And so that's why the G7 now, they're going to get this week. All right, and so, I know. Shomari, what are you saying? So what I'm saying is, settle down. Look, I've told you a million times. Wars come and go. Recessions come and go. Genocides come and go. They all come and go, but, and these kind of things that we're living through right now, these kind of risk off, we don't know what we're doing kind of things, come and go. But the markets live on. And like I've told you, and like I've instructed you on this video, and if you've paid attention and you've done what you're supposed to do, well, you have what's called working product. And your working product, when the Mastas arrive, look, if you're new to this channel, let me tell you something. There is a tsunami of money that's coming to this space. A tsunami. A tsunami? Yeah, fucking tsunami. That's coming to this space one day. Once we get the regulations. And let me tell you something. This space is going to fly. Don't let these short-term hiccups in markets get you down. That's weekend shit. Look, I'm a Masta. I've traded through Enrons, housing crashes, this shit. Look, they come and they go. But as long as you're invested in working product and actual companies, so it's not the product you're invested in, you're invested in the company that has a product that's generating revenue. Well, as long as you're invested in any revenue generating product, you're going to be rich in this crypto space. When these guys, because the reason you're not rich yet, well, why am I rich yet, Shomari? I have the Chainlink. I have the IOTA, Shomari. I have the Stellar. I mean, Shomari, you've been saying this, but they're not here yet. Well, why aren't they fucking here yet, Shomari, man? What the fuck, Shomari? Look, settle down, brother. I feel you. I'm here with you. Well, the reason they're not here yet is because there's a little thing called regulations. These big money masters, they're not just allowed just to put their clients' money into stuff. That's not how it works. This isn't the movies. This isn't Hollywood. But Shomari, he's a billionaire. He can do what he wants. Yeah, not in this market he can't. Not in this market. He can go kill a hooker in Kazakhstan and get away with it by bribing the judge and go home. Yeah, well, this is the markets. You can't do that shit here. The markets don't give a fuck how rich you are. You got to play by the rules. Well, so far the rules say, all you mastas, you're not allowed to touch the crypto yet. Don't you think they're angry too? They're pissed. They see little motherfuckers like me and you buying up all the V-Chain, all the Stellar, all the IOTA, all that good shit. Yeah, and they can't come get a piece. The frustration. And the frustration for us, because we want them to come get this piece of chicken, daggone, right? But it's about the rules. It's about the regs. They're just not allowed. They're not allowed to just throw their clients' money into stuff like that. Unregulated stuff like that. Like BitMEX futures or something. Not allowed to do that. You'll lose your fucking hedge fund license, and why would you do that over a little bit of crypto? When you're making $1 billion over here in stocks and whatever. And derivatives and stuff. So, all right, so that's what's going on, guys. Well, that's what went on this week. CPI numbers came out a little bit off, but compared to last year, so if you do the year-to-year CPI numbers, it looks like we're reaching, CPI so is inflation. So how much are prices going to rise? It looks like we're reaching a plateau. Now, it looks like, we'll see. You know, I mean, let's get realistic. I'm not going to blow sunshine up your ass, but it looks like we're reaching a plateau. And if the Europeans and the British raise their interest rates and the Chinese get these ports open in Shanghai, and we can figure out a way to get this wheat and everything out into the global markets to bring down prices of food, bang! We should start seeing progress. We should be risk on nicely, and we should be making money. All right. So let's finish this up, and then I'm going to actually stop this video and then do the show. So, but that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on, everybody. Obviously, you know, the war in Ukraine, general inflation, and this Chinese thing. All right. All right, so let's go. How do we usually do this? So, top 10. Look, top 10 of the day, brothers and sisters. Bang! Usual suspects. Top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USD Coin, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Binance USD, Solana, and Dogecoin taking up the number 10. All right, let's look at market moves of the day. Single digits up, single digits down. Actually, a lot of double digits up. Look at you, XRP. Morons. Look at you, Cardano. Everybody. Fuck. We're not going to mention every fucking name we go by. Where's V-Chain at? Come on. Yeesh. V-Chain. Come on, brother. All right, single this up, single this down, single this up, single this down, single this up, single this down, single this up. All right, let's see who lost money today. If you see anything here you like, go get it, because it's on sale. Bang! What we got? Oh, Terra's still taking a licking. Of course it is. Oh, that Terra shit. Shomari, talk about the Terra. I know. You asked me on the private chat, or a couple of you guys DM me on Twitter. All right, so that Terra thing. So look, guys, I've always told you, and I hope you get it now. I hope you see it. Stable coins are a basket of assets. What is a basket of assets? A fund. And so when one of those parts of the fund go out of whack, well, it sends the whole shit out of whack, and that's what happened to Terra. Because I don't really know the whole story, so if I say something wrong here, just tell me in the comments, because I'm going to admit I don't know exactly what I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to tell you some rumors and some stuff that I saw. Well, not rumors, but just in terms of the mechanics of how this happened. They have this thing called Anchor or something, and then they also have Luna, and then that equals the Terra USD or something. I'm probably totally wrong, okay, what I'm saying right now. So if I sound like an idiot, okay, well, I'm going to admit right now I probably am. But some guys did some fucking shit in Anchor, I believe, and then that forced Terra to like burn a bunch of coins, and then they did something else. These guys and I don't know. Okay, let me just stop because I don't want to make a fool of myself. But I probably already have. But anyways, you could see the movement, and that's because it's a fund. Stable coins are funds. It's a basket of assets that they have shit in that they manipulate to keep the price of the dollar or the British pound or the euro or whatever Australian. I think there's one for the Australian dollar, right? And so that's what happened with Terra. Anyway, they got fucked over. Fuck that. But it doesn't matter for us. Oh, wait, so sorry. So that's what happened to the UST. So now Terra itself, well, that's at like less than 1 penny right now. I'm not going to lie to you. They said that they shut their network down for a little while, and they're going to open it back up soon. I tell you right now, that Terra play, because it's so daggone cheap, you could throw a little chicken at that. I think you'll make a bunch of money. Shomari, are you going to do it? Nah, I'm not doing it, but I think I'm strict. I'm strict with my I'm strict with my investment things. What I invest in has to have either Fortune 500 or government funding, or government contracts. I don't go outside that little bubble right there because that's guaranteed money when the tsunami comes. But if you're a little wild boy, grabbing some, I'm not saying grab the UST, but grab the Terra, just throw like a couple piece chicken in there. Well, not a couple piece, actually like a half piece, like a $500. It could be like a doji. Like a what do you call that shit? Like a Shiba. It could give you some massive gains. If they can convince a bunch of motherfuckers to come in again. All right, so anyways, though, guys, top 10 loser of the day. Terra USD, Arweave, Huobi Token, Pax Gold, Unicilio, Binance USD, DAI, USD Coin, Trust, USD, and Tether. All right, it's all stablecoin shit. All right, top 10 gainers. All right, we see some nice gains here. Bang, and this is what we talking about. Gala, Steppen, Decentraland, eCash, NEM, Kadena, AMP, Phantom, and Kava. All right, let's look at total market cap. The other day I was tweeting on Twitter. I tweeted to the brothers. We went down to $1.3 trillion. Let's see what we're at now. Oh, shit. We're at 1.289. Fuck. All right, well. It is what it is, brothers. It is what it is. All right, total market cap is $1.289 trillion. While I left you last time, we were at $1.663 trillion. So we've gone down. 0.374 trillion dollars. Fuck. So about $314 billion. All right. From the last time I talked to you. And 24-hour volume is bang. That's nice to see. That's nice to see. So look, total volume is $128.8 billion, and you like to see that on a green day means everyone came in and bought, which obviously, as we can see, they did. So we've gone up. Since the last time I talked to you, we were at 110 even, so we've gone up $18.8 billion. All right, so I'm going to cut this off here because I yapped about the economy stuff. Look, cryptocurrency is part of now the global economy. So the things that happen to the global economy happens here too. When we go risk off in the global economy, well, we go risk off here too. And that's what happened. We went fucking risk off in the global economy last week, and we went risk off here in crypto land as well. And so look, risk offs don't last forever. And like I've always told you on this channel, don't worry about prices yet. Don't worry about prices yet. Until we get regulatory clarity, don't worry about it. Just buy as low as you can. Anything that's working product, anything that's generating revenue, every time that fucker dips, you buy it. You're a worker bee. You get 26 paychecks a year. 26, and then you get the bonus maybe for your tax return if you didn't make enough or whatever like that. And so take every opportunity you can to keep accumulating revenue generating companies. Remember, these are just companies. These are just companies. I know it's all decentralized and all that. Hey, who gives a fuck? It's a company offering this decentralized thing called a blockchain. Your VeChain is VeChain LLC. Stellar is Stellar LLC. XRP is Ripple Labs LLC. In other words, a company, Cardano LLC. They are companies. And any company is here for one reason, that is to generate revenue. These particular companies that we're invested in are called decentralized digital ledger technology services providers. And that's all they are. They offer a service on this decentralized ledger. And that ledger has to generate the company revenue. You understand? Revenue. How do the employees get paid? How does the CEO get paid? Revenue. Okay, your Chainlink LLC, it makes money. And so as long as you're invested in anything that makes money, you're going to be good to go and you are going to be rich. All right, so let's get back to the Death Star for a second. Bye. Welcome back to the Death Star. And I'm going to cut this video off here, and then I'll do the stories of South Korea, the South Korea crypto regs, the Germans tax regs, and the big bank over there in Brazil that is coming on board. Okay, guys? So, but that's how it goes. You're in the markets, and you're here with me. You know, look, I've seen this kind of shit 100 times, so look at me. Do I look worried to you? I'm not worried. This is just another bump in the road of markets, all right? You know what I'm talking about, 007. And for all the rest of you, pay attention and settle down. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. Use this time to accumulate. And because regs are coming from the EU, the European Union, and the UK this summer. And the Indians and Hong Kong and the Brazilians said they're coming on. Actually, we're going to talk about a Brazilian thing tonight on tonight's show. So, all right, so huddle, accumulate, and I'll see you next time. So until then, subscribe below, press the bell, watch that video over there, get your mind right, and I'll see you in 1 second when I actually do the full show. So until then, my name is Shomari Clarke. Love you all. Bye. Yes. Accumulate. Over and out.